You've tried generating carousels with Claude, and you've probably also tried 2 or 3 of those AI carousel agents going around YouTube right now. And maybe you've done what most marketers do. Exported the slides, open your scheduler in another tab, uploaded them in the right order, reading the caption again, and then ask yourself if this was actually faster than doing it yourself. We've built this Claude Code agent that does the whole thing in just one conversation. It reads your brand from a file, designs the slides, writes the caption, and schedules the post directly in Metricool. Let me show you how it works. To follow along, download the folder from the link in the description. You'll need Claude Desktop already installed in your computer. So if you're already using it, you're all set. Open the unzipped folder in Claude Code and type /configure. From there, the agent guides you through the rest. It connects your Metricool account, installs the design tool it needs, and helps you set up your first brand. Okay, once this setup is done, you've got a brand folder ready to go, and the agent already knows your voice, colors, fonts, and even your most used hashtag. Everything lives in a single file that the agent reads before every carousel. You just have to set your brand once, instead of repeating it in every prompt. If you manage multiple brands, the agent can keep them all in the same workspace, each with its own folder. For this video, I am working with a coffee shop brand called Slow Coffee. This brand, for example, has warm tones, serif typography, and a calm voice. And one more thing before we generate anything. Drop any visuals, and with this I mean images or design elements you want the agent to use inside the assets folder. For example, in here, I've already added the Slow Coffee logo, some product photos, and a few visual references. This way, the agent knows the style we're going for. Or if you don't have backgrounds or you don't want to use them for every slide, you can also connect pixels during the setup. So that way, the agent can pull free stock photos when it needs them. All right, the brand is ready and the assets are all in place. So it's time to give the agent our actual task. Notice how short the actual prompt is. And this is because the agent already knows everything about the brand. I literally don't have to tell it what colors to use, what fonts, what tone. That's already all in the brand folder inside the agent. Okay, let's hit submit and see what it gives us. The first thing the agent does is propose an outline. It'll tell you slide by slide what each slide will have and what the background will be. You can see that it's already thinking like a marker. You can see that slide 1 is a hook, not a regular intro. And then the structure follows a listicle with literally one idea per slide. Okay. Let's say that you review everything and you want to change slide number 3. Let's just tell the agent to rewrite slide number 3. Now it updates the outline again and it tells you that slide number 3 was the only one that it changed, and it's building the HTML for you. Once the outline looks right, the agent will decide all of the slides and show it to you in an HTML preview, either here or in your browser. This is where you see exactly how the carousel will look with all of that brand that you added to your folders applied. So for example, for this carousel, look at the typography, look at the colors, look at the content, look at the images. I didn't have to mention any of this to my agent. Since it already was in the folder, it grabbed it and understood it perfectly. For example, on slide number 2, this image is actually from Carousels, so it grabbed it, cropped it, and made it match to my branding. And in the closing slide, it has the CTA that I gave to it. Like, if you liked it, double tap. It's something more along the lines of what I wanted with my 2 hashtags that I always use. Let's say that you looked at it and you're happy with it. Okay, then what you're gonna do is you're gonna come back to your Claude chat and you're going to say, I'm happy with this design. Schedule it in Metricool. This is where Claude will ask you to render all of those images to PNG. That way it can schedule it to Metricool. So you're gonna click always allow. And actually, before we go into Metricool, you'll see that your caption is already written with your favorite hashtags. That way you don't have to retype anything once you go into Metricool again. So this is a step that I told you about, which is going to be the caption. We're gonna read it, if it's okay, we're gonna give it a yes go, but before it asks you to think. And this is where you tell the agent which Metricool brand you want to schedule to, when, and on which platform. Let's say that we want this to go live on Friday, May 15 at 4 p.m. on Instagram. And we're gonna hit send. And you can do this and it'll automatically publish into Metricool. But if you want to have it as a draft in your calendar, you can also tell it to do so. So we're gonna copy the same message, but put it as a draft. When you do it this way, the agent will upload the slides for you on your Metricool account and it will schedule the post. When that is done, you'll already get a link to your planners. That way you can see your post. Okay, so here's the link that I just told you about. We're gonna click on it and it's already open at Metricool automatically. So as you can see, it's for May 15th at 4 p.m. and it's saved as a draft exactly how we told it to. We're gonna make sure that our carousel is accurate and we're going to check the caption. Once all of that is set, you can go ahead and save it as a draft or you can click schedule. And voila, the carousel is scheduled exactly where and when we want it to. From the first prompt to the post in the planner, all in just one conversation. And this is only the first of a few agents we're building on top of Metricool's MCP. So if you want to see the next ones when they're out, just hit subscribe. And if you want to try this one yourself, remember that the link to download it's in the description along with everything else that you need to set it up. And if you give it a try, tell us in the comments what you built. I really want to see what you create with it. See you in the next one, Metricooler.